Sorry, I have to show a screen. Can you see my screen now? Yes. Okay. So there are many websites, and you can use whichever you are comfortable with. But few good websites are like TradingView. But TradingView, the majority of the services are available when you are paid subscriber. So, for example, in the TradingView, you cannot have uh, multiple indicators on the charts until unless you pay monthly fee to them. But TradingView and the investing.com is almost a similar pattern, other than you have few more indicators in the TradingView. But the investing.com is free. Definitely, you still can buy the upgraded version for a monthly, but for all these their facilities, you have the free option. So what I'm trying to tell you today, you can, for example, in investing.com, you can open an account. Once you open a account, you can download this app in your cell phone, and you log in from your login information, you will see the same screen. So when you open the account, you can create your own portfolio. So you have the tabs here. There are one tab which has the portfolio. In the portfolio, you can create the tabs. I have created one for oil, gas, watch list, metals, and many other things, but you can also create your own. And you can, when you press the plus sign, you can create new tab. You can put the name here, testing, and I'll create that. So tab is created here. So once tab is created, you can add whatever stock you want to look at. For example, ERF. When you search it, it should show you the options. So which stock you're talking about. So you can get the stock from here. If you click this one, it should be added to your portfolio. So it will stay here uh, until unless you remove and delete it. And you can see the same from your cell phone too. So it shows you what price, uh, higher, lower, open, last price, and changes. And you can change the columns. You have little bit flexibility to change the columns if you want to. For example, if you click these three stars, you can download your portfolio also somewhere. But you should have an option for the columns. I'm just checking. Yeah. So if I add one more, maybe it will appear again. CNQ. Let's see. Yeah, it's showing a customer here, customize here. So if you click the customize, you have the option what you want to see in the column, but there the limitation is you can only have 6, 7, probably 8 columns. So if you want to see what is the ask price, what is the which exchange belongs to, like it's a Toronto exchange, New York exchange, what is the price in extended hours. So when market closes uh, as a Toronto time, the 4 p.m. New York time is same. 4 p.m. when market closes, for 1 hour there is an extended market period after hours, which is called. So some trading is still being done on some stock, not all. So you can do some after hour trading. So similarly, 1 hour before even market stock in the market open in the morning, so you can still do the trading. So 1 hour before market open and 1 hour after market close, you have the option. You have the option to trade. So you can select if what is the price in the extended hours. So to get this, I have to remove one. For example, if I remove the timing, I have the option to select another column. I apply, it shows you the extended hour price also. It shows you the changes, percentage. So you can work on this. You can pick what price or what column you want to see. So this is uh, you can manage your portfolio here. Whatever stock you want to keep an eye, you can add, you can select, you can change the tabs. You can add as many as tab you want to, and in the tab as many as stock you want to have, you can create that. So this is how you can manage your portfolio. In the portfolio, if you see, there are some summaries, and if you click the charts, it will show you smaller charts. Uh, it shows you charts of the symbols. If you click here with symbol, so it shows you the charts here. So you see, these are the charts, and I will show you where to how should you look at the charts. But let's go back to the summary first. I'm coming back to show you some more patterns. So there are a few columns here, uh, sections I would say. One is the fundamental. If you click this one, it shows you what are the fundamentals of those companies. How big is the company? And for to understand the fundamental, please look at my first webinar the on the YouTube. So you can find what fundamentals I'm talking about. So if you have to look at the fundamentals of the company, you can click on the fundamentals, the technical analysis. If you click here, you will find some technical analytics which is based on the candlestick patterns. So these are automatically showing you a strong buy, strong sell. In the 15 minutes candlestick pattern is showing uh, ERP is showing a strong sell, but in the hourly it says a strong buy. And I showed you how to combine the candles. Remember? So that's why the analytics are different. I normally don't trust them. This is just a candle pattern. So I can't make a decision on the basis of this, but this can help me or support my decision. Performance, how it is doing for last few period of time, like daily, weekly, is gained 3.6% last working day, last trading day. It gained almost 5% throughout the last week. It gains around 27, 28% since May started, because it was the Canadian CNQ shares were around 12, and from 12 now it is trading around 25 somewhere, 24, 23. Year to date, it has lost almost 45, 43%. Year to date means from January to now. For 1 year, which means from today's date to last year same date, and the 3 year. So this is just a performance and that candle pattern. If you see the candle pattern, so you will find most of them same. There are few more, but those are very minor. And which pattern has more strength? So you can see here the stars. Star means how reliable is the pattern. So for example, if I want to see this pattern, it shows you the bearish doji star, which we had discussed today. It has a high potential of reversal. So if I go and check the chart for 5 hour, I will see that pattern, but I will go later on. But these are just indication on the basis of the chart. This is the 5 hour chart, but normally your um the day traders, are the traders, they buy stocks in the morning, they sell at the same day at the end of the day. So for day traders, these are important to see hourly basis or something like this. But for a swing trader means when stocks trend is changing, they normally focus on the daily trend, on the day charts. So you can find some suggestive options from here. What is happening, how strong that impact would be. You can get an idea from here too. So these are just the tabs, and you can set the portfolio. And once it is saved for you. You can open from your cell phone, you can open from your computer. Now, to look at the chart, if I click this one, it opens a separate window for me. In a separate window, you see here, it shows technical chart. And if you go below, it will show you some, let me close this window here. Okay. So it shows you, give you indication here. I don't know if you have noted down or not. There is a small window showing here. So people are generally commenting also. These are just random comments from random people. Not from any company, not from any site, but you can also comment here. I can comment here directly. So again, you can use these comments just for your information, but don't rely on them, because many of them are just new. They are also playing, so don't rely on their comments. But it is I found it good to find the news, because people share the news which you probably missed somewhere. So when you have the chart, this is the normal line chart, and you can see the candle here, candlestick. So if I click this one, it will convert the chart into the candle pattern, and these are similar candles you can see. If I click the technical chart again, it opened the same chart again, but now with a different view. So you see there are few, there is a bar chart, there is line chart, there is a candle chart, but this is a smaller window. So you see here, I can convert this into full screen. Once it is converted into full screen, I can click to the candlestick. So it becomes a candlestick pattern. So by default, you will find a volume bars here, and you will find this chart here. And if you're comfortable with the chart, you see there are two clouds here. You can change the colors, you can change the window style, and things like this. So It's up to you. You can have four windows in one screen. You can have all different, that's okay. And you can have one window, and you can save the chart. You can save the chart with the testing like this. Save it. So whenever you will open this chart, you can open the chart here. The same chart will be opened. So whatever you change here, for example, I want to change the color of these bars. So I can, you see here and with the name, there is a format. You see here. So I can click the format and I can change the color of the candles from here. So more brighter on the red and green. So once I change the color, I have to go back here. Rather than saving as, I can say save chart. If I want to make a duplicate copy, I can save as. So this is the indication. You see here a time frame 5 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month. Or if you click here, there are more 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up to 1 month. So you can change the period and you will see different chart, different lines. It depends how long trader you are. You can pick whatever view you want to see. So this is how the charts work. Now in this window, you see here, if I want to see the indicators, I'm repeating, indicators. If I go here, if I click, are you guys with me, by the way? Good. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll respond you. So there are multiple indicators, multiple, and you may want to learn many of them. You can actually do Google, you can YouTube. I may conduct some seminar for learning majority of the key indicators, but there are many. For example, I mentioned to you the moving average. So let's find where the moving average is. I think simple moving average should be somewhere here. This is the simple moving average. So you see, when I click that, the indicator showed up here. And you can change the line color of the indicator. If you, each indicator or the symbol, you will have this format button. So when you click it, you can click and change the shape or color. If you want to make the line thicker, you can go thicker. You can see. So you can just play around with this one. So you can select the indicators. So there are, you see, there are multiple indicators. So many traders, they use different indicators. So there is no hard and fast rule which is good one, which is bad. It all depends how experience you have with any one indicator. If you have a strong experience with one indicator, just stick to that one and you can use that one. Most commonly used is the relative strength index. So you see, when I click that one, the indicator showed up here. So relative strength index shows if this is stock is overbought or oversold. So by default, we have a 30% line here and we have 70% here. So by default, we are saying that if stock line goes below 30, it means it is oversold, when the stock is oversold, it means it will be reversing anytime. So this is the region where you can focus to if you have to buy the stock. So if it is falling in this range, just you can click and buy the stock somewhere. If you see the candlestick as compared to this one, so it is red means huge selling. So somebody, the stocks are being sold. It means the strong oversold is done. So now it is people starting buying. When starting buying, you can see a price increase. You see the price increase from this to this one. So little bit down, then it's up, then it's up. So as of last trading day, which was Friday, it shows a strength that it can go up. So I'm expecting that the CNQ stock can go further up. But how up? Do you see a a gap here? Here? Stocks generally don't keep the gaps. If there is a gap, upside or down, the stock has to fill the gap. When? How long it would take? Nobody sure. But the trends will indicate. So if when I say that the price will when I say the price will go up, so possibly the price can go up to this level to fill the gap. So this is the gap which I'm assuming that need to be filled. But it may not like one day. It may go up and down, up and down. So yes, it may go from 24 to 32 and even beyond. But how long it would take, I'm not sure. But I can guess in next 2 weeks the price should go up to 32. If someone buy the stock at this level, it can go up to 34, 32 in next 2 to 3 weeks. What do you mean by 1 to 12 month? 1 to 12 months, it depends how strong it goes here. So what how this is now resistance. Yeah, you remember I was talking about resistance and support. It is now, it will become a resistance. So if I show you here, okay, let me show you. If I show, so if you see, if I draw a line from here to here, oh, Ravi, it is not oversold yet. For oversold, it should come here. So around this line, what do you see? The stocks actually goes down from this line, try to break this line, then further down, try to break this line, then goes down, try to break this line, and now it is that line was almost the resistance for a few months. So if this is the resistance, they try to break it and suddenly now break it. Once it is broken, now it becomes the support. So now it is just moving around this one. It may actually go further like this and then go up. So these are the Stock split is company decision. Sometime when stock goes too low, then company may want to if stock price is too high, it means many guys have the stock, they have the more control, then company may decide to split the stock. And the stock split for the CNRL was happened, I believe, 2010 when for each one stock was split it into two. But because of the stock split or reverse split, it will not impact your price because price depends on the stock trading. But it is just to give opportunity to more people to buy the stock at a lower price. But there is no explanation why company does it. It is all their financials decisions. If they have to split the stock due to cover the overheads and these costs because they are charging uh, per share, so they can split the stock or they can reverse the split. To find them support, how can you determine how many shares to buy? I'll coming to that point for to find how the oversold stock can be found. And another question, Ayan, you are asking, how can you determine how many shares to buy? I cannot. It depends how much money you want to put in the stock market. Some people can start with $1,000. Some people can start $100,000. So it all depends how much money you have spare to use. So there is no point how much money you want to put. It's your call. But to my client who pay me, I normally suggest to use $5,000 to start with. And once you make money, you can decide your calls. So before I go to, I promise you to share some patterns. So if you see on this window, there is on the left side, there are some icons and some lines charts here. So these are for you guys. For example, if you want to draw a line, you see, when I click this one, you see multiple multiple lines here, multiple options here, trend lines, so angle lines. So if you have to find the trend line, I can use this one like this. See, I just actually click that one and a whole line has been drawn, which was the resistance I was talking about. And again, I can change the color of that line. I can make it blue. I can make it more stronger uh, before I do color change. Okay. So I can draw the line. I can select the line and delete it. No issue. I can select that line again. I can just press the button delete from my keyboard. And similarly, if I go here, there are a few indicators. And you are free to learn from anywhere you want to, but most commonly used is Fibonacci retracement. What is this retracement? If you actually drag it to the nearest higher price, to the nearest low price area, I can see the resistance and support levels, and these lines are not showing up here. So what should I do? So again, if I go to the setting of that particular indicator, I can select extended lines. Okay. So when I select extended lines, the lines has been extended to beyond. So now I can see. So you see, there was a one resistance here. Let me show you here. One resistance here. If you see here, the stocks are moving up and down here. Then at this level, the resistance has been broken. It goes to the next level. So next resistance here, this is almost the same level as I drew the line before. So it is actually now drawing the lines from here. It's going up, moving around this line. And it can go further up like this. So then there would be another support or resistance level here. So these are the in the bracket you see the price of the at that resistance levels, and these are the strength of the resistance. This is the very weak resistance. 23% is strong, 38% is strong, 60% is strong, 50% is strong, 60 and 78% and go beyond. So this would be the resistance which will be very hard for CNRL to break. So you can find, keeping in view the pattern which we discussed today, that should be combined with your support and resistance plus your RSI indicator. If you see here, this is the pattern we discussed today. It's a doji. After this you have a red candle. Technically, as I discussed today, it should have come down here, but it did not go down here because you have a strong resistance here. You have a support. You have a strong support here. So it touched here, then it went up. And at this level, if you have seen here, I have too many lines here. So let me remove some just to show you clean path here. If you see here, as per we discuss, in a bullish trend, if it comes, it should be bearish. But if I draw this line directly here at this level, what we have here, this was around 45%. So it means the stocks are still if it is 40 or 45% is less than 70, stocks are still oversold range. So possibly this would be a weak indicator that is turning into bearish. So I won't consider this, even this is the bearish trend indicator, but I won't consider this as a bearish trend coming up because it is not oversold. But here, if I come to this point, you see hammer here, but this hammer was strong because after this hammer I can see the stocks were oversold already. So it means the people will start buying and the possible uptrend is coming. So I could have assumed that uptrend is coming from here. So you follow my direction? Any question on these one? So that's why I was saying that the candle pattern is just are just some indicators, but these are not your decision points. Decision points, you need to have experience. You need to learn with multiple indicators too, and then you can apply your decision on the basis of the analysis you can have from using the different indicators, patterns, and these stuffs. Make sense? Give me any example you want to discuss. I can show you which stock we should look at. I'm coming to oversold after this. So just for your information, if I save this, so whenever I will open the chart again, let's say I open a different chart. Okay, so it will show me different chart. You can have multiple sections here. You can explore. If I come back to the testing again, it will show me the same. So let's see IPL. So in the IPL, you see this RSI chart is gone. So you have to drag the RSI chart. Sorry, Fibonacci retracement is gone. So you have to drag the Fibonacci retracement again. So I do the same thing from here to here. If I see here again, now look at the indications which we have done. This is the the cross, the bullish reversal cross, red reversal cross, and then it's a bullish. Then you see there is a doji, green doji, and then red, which means the bearish reversal. But if I see the bearish reversal here, if I check it here, it is oversold area. Oversold means the possibly people will buy. The buyer would have more control. It means possibly there is a less chances to have a bearish trend. It should still go up, possibly. But you see the a little bearish move and then it's up. Now it is moving to sideways. It's not going up because this is the strong resistance and this is a strong support for IPL. So once IPL broke this 11.8, which is this range, so then it can go up to this level, and then this would be next resistance. Ravi, what do you want to say? It did. Yes, but it tried to break it. It tried to break, come back, break, come back. It means the resistance is so strong. Even 3 times it tried to break the resistance but could not break. So for me, the possibly if it will try one more time to break the resistance, otherwise it will go down. It will come to around 10, somewhere here. But if it could break, it will go up. So Ravi, you know that, and I have discussed with you. So we are waiting for the confirmation of trend. So that's you can do some analysis on these, and there are many more indicators you can explore by yourself. Asif, are you here? Asif Iqbal? I'm not sure if Asif is here. Okay, so any question on these one other than oversold? I'm coming to that one. So we are almost towards the end. Now I'll close this window. Mm, I'll leave it open. In the main window where you have your portfolio, if I go up if you see here the market, in the market you see the stock. If you click on the stock, you see the stock screener. If you click on a stock screener, it shows you the window like this. So you have the option of stock screener. So you were asking me to how to find the oversold. If I click on the technical analysis, these are all the technical terms. If I want to see the stocks, which is the RSI, RSI is a good indicator to show oversold or overbought. So if I click the RSI, if stocks are below 30, I would consider them oversold. So I would say 0, maximum range is 30. If I say 30 and I want to see the stocks, I would select the exchange. It will give me all exchange in Canada. I can select the Toronto exchange only. So it give me these stocks has the RSI value more than 30. I want to see RSI value here. I can select from the column RSI. So it shows me RSI. So RSI is, for example, let's take the example of the lower one, INQ, or let's take IM. Let's take USA. USA is a bigger market, so I'll go to USA. You'll find more stocks in the USA. Oh, sorry, wrong one. United States. I have to fix it again. 30. And I can sort by RSI. So you see some of these stocks are like pick one, this MCHB. If I click here, MCHB, you see this is the oversold, but the oversold doesn't mean always is it good to buy, because you have to check what the company worth of. It may actually probably it is an ETF, but I'm not sure. But this is oversold. If I pick another stock from this, okay, let's see, NPACY. NPACY. So these are again small stocks which has oversold. Then you can make your call. You have to actually check why this company is so down before you make any decision. So it's oversold, good to buy, but before you buy you need to check the company worth and some other indicators too. So there are a lot of things you have to see before you make a call. Okay, you guess. So you guess is kind of oversold, but still you see it's showing a bullish reversal, because we saw that trend when you have this doji at the in the downtrend, it as indication that it should go up. But when you're looking at UGAS and these kind of ETFs, you need to check the underlying main commodity. You should never look at these for the ETFs. For example, UGAS is NG, natural gas. So if you click natural gas, this should be the commodity which you should look at. So this is showing that this is still in the bearish pattern, but it is now sideways, so it can go up. But natural gas is not only because of the trend. You have to check the fundamentals. Either you are oversupply, what is the demand, of near future, you have to check the reports, and once you are comfortable with the natural gas, then you pick the ETFs. Don't make the mistake to check the ETFs directly only from ETFs. Check the underlying commodity charts rather than the ETFs. So I think we are done for today. So I gave you the idea from where you can do the stock screening. This is a good tool, but there are multiple stock screener on. Check my first webinar. In the first webinar, I have given the some websites and some links what to check for the stock screener for long term, for short term. So just go there and see that. So that will give you some idea. So that's all from today. So if you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, we are done.